And now it is my great pleasure to welcome our graduate student speaker, Diana Velazquez, to the podium. Diana is a first-generation college student and will graduate with her master's in teaching and an endorsement in English language learning. Diana worked in higher education for 4 years before entering the University of Washington's Seattle Teacher Residency to pursue a career in teaching. Diana completed her student teaching at West Seattle Elementary and has been hired as an elementary teacher at Licton Springs K-8. In her spare time, Diana composes music that focuses on the lives of Latino immigrants.
Good evening. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the Seattle Teacher Residency Program, my mentor, Ms. Aisha, and my family. When you look up the word reina in the Spanish dictionary, its definition is queen. I met a reina 9 years ago, and she continues to teach and guide me in becoming the educator I want to be. I was completing my undergrad in San Diego, working with English language learners at a middle school. Reina was an 8th grader, and for 3 years, I'd been her college tutor. One day, I noticed Reina had not brought her glasses to school again. And finally, this day, I asked, Reina, why didn't you bring your glasses? And she stared at the walls, trying to decide if she should let me into her secret. Do you really want to know? She asked. I'm not bringing my glasses because I'm scared of graduating from middle school. I'm not ready for high school. Reina, I said, are you trying to fail so they don't promote you? Yes. Her fear of not being capable of success was pushing her to ensure her failure. What were the mixed messages this child was receiving about her self-worth that would propel her to this? Reina means queen, and yet we live in a country where some of our small kings and queens self-sabotage. Reina reminds me how important it is to see the gifts that children entrust in us, their brilliance, and the privilege it is to learn from each other. We are here today because we've all met a reina, a bright, intelligent, beautiful child trapped within a school structure that says all children can learn and then erects obstacles that make it difficult and even impossible to move forward. We are part of the College of Education because we want to see changes. We are researchers analyzing data to address the inequities that led a child to think that failure was her only option. We are teachers because we want to listen to our students, differentiate, hold high expectations, and communicate with families so that the reinas we meet won't fail. And we're higher ed professionals so that when Reina goes to college, we'll be there to support her as she transitions and develops her identity into the professional world. As I've gone through job interviews, one question has stood out. Why is there an educational opportunity gap? And I want to yell. Why are public schools segregated by race and income despite Brown versus Board of Education? Why must we fear the safety of our Black students? Why do our undocumented youth live in a country with the slogan, build that wall? What are the obstacles that have historically snuffed out the brilliance of disproportionate number of children from certain groups? What is our collective responsibility and what will you contribute? When confronted with these questions, I am overwhelmed. The road for all of us, researchers, teachers, and higher ed professionals is a long one. But every day, our decisions and actions are what bend and mold the future of our education system. Teachers, when we reflect on our biases, create a team with families, and hold high academic and behavior expectations, we are tearing down obstacles. Researchers, when you build partnerships with schools and organizations and share your research with marginalized communities, you are tearing down obstacles. Higher ed professionals, when you challenge universities to view students beyond demographic numbers and truly address their needs, you are tearing down obstacles. And when you start feeling jaded, overwhelmed, and overworked, I want you to remember this. You are not alone. We are here next to you in university lecture halls and office buildings and classrooms in the district, making daily decisions so that children like Reina will grow up with the opportunities each and every one of them deserve. Dr. Martin Luther King said, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice." And I say to you that our journey in our respective careers will be long and challenging, but worthy. And our daily decisions are what will change and transform it. Class of 2020, may you find joy, community, hope, and perseverance on your journey towards justice.